Hey, what's good, everybody? I mean, it's me. It's I'm the guy. Also doing the most random things on the internet. Um, like filling out a March Madness bracket. Like that's crazy because I've been mainly a gaming person. I guess I did a NFL schedule thing a couple years back, but it's been a while since I've done anything non-game related. I just got back into streaming, but I'm all about it. I love college basketball, man. I specifically I'm a big March watcher, a casual, as some may say. Just because I don't take the time to watch full games unless it's Ohio State or March Madness. So I don't know much about any other teams at all. So this is going to be the first ever perfect bracket, and I'm confident in that. I don't see a way where it's not, because I'm just that confident in my abilities to pick teams with no knowledge of them. It's essentially guesswork at this point, and honestly, no one's gotten a perfect bracket yet. Guesswork might not be the worst idea here. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, let's get into it. Yeah, we're doing playing games as well. First four, because I'm not a bitch, and I grade first four games. I've always done it my whole life. We've always done first four games with my family group since I was a kid. So we're gonna do that today because I'm not a little bitch. Anyway, starting off, first game that's gonna be happening first, obviously, is Wagner versus Howard. Like I said, I know jack shit, but all I know, is I got Howard in this matchup, 100%. There's no reason why wouldn't I? We gotta write that in. Let's pencil that in. Let's want to know a little bit about this next one, Boise. Sorry, fucking hell. Boise, no, Boise State versus Colorado is the next day. Colorado State versus Virginia. There's one thing I've heard this year through all this shit, and that's the fact that Virginia's been a fucking dumpster fire. Yeah, it's been bad. Really, I don't see. Virginia shouldn't have gotten, in my opinion. Based on what I think, it should have been Indiana State over Virginia, but they couldn't leave out that blue blood, right? And then Virginia would have declined an NIT, and then it's a whole big thing. So that should have been an Indiana State's bid, and I think that would have been a much more interesting game. But at this point, it's going to be Colorado State. If I didn't do that, the capital O, that just looks weird. Alright, next up, Grambling versus Montana State. Montana State, no explanation. It's just what's gonna happen. Oh shit, I might as well put you in here. But, this last one, Colorado Boise State, it's gonna surprise y'all a little bit. But this isn't gonna surprise y'all. So what I'm gonna do with Colorado is later is gonna surprise y'all. But Colorado's winning this game, 100%. They might be doing a decent bit more. All right, next, Michigan State, Mississippi State's tipping off the actual action. Dude, Michigan State's been bad down the stretch. Michigan State's just been horrible on the stretch, so they're not built for it. They're not built for it right now. Izzo might pull it off, but yeah, they're not. They're really not built for it right now. I always mispronounce this team's name when I'm gonna say it. I always thought it was Dickensie, but I think Ducanese is how they really pronounce it. I could be doing it wrong both times, but BYU's gonna win this game. BYU was supposed to be a 5 seed, but because they can't play on Sundays, they had to get the Thursday Saturday route, and the only way to do that was to make them a 6 seed. So BYU was really a 5 seed here, and yeah, I kind of screwed over Illinois in the process, but I got BYU here. Akron versus Creighton. Really tough one. Akron shouldn't even be here. I'm mainly an OSU fan, but part-time Kent State fan. That MAC championship was rough. Kent State was making a run, and they fouled when tie game with 4 seconds left. I don't get it. It was an intentional foul, but I got an upset here. Just because Akron's one of those weird teams. There's always that weird 14 seed that like can make an upset, make something happen. So I got Akron doing that. Which is what it is. We'll see if it pans out. But perfect bracket, right? It's gonna happen. Everything I say is gonna happen. Long Beach State, Arizona. I've heard about Long Beach State's coach and everything being all crazy and all that and doing great. But I just think Arizona's gonna be too much for him, especially coming in as a 15 seed. And then that Howard, North Carolina. I don't think there's gonna be a 1-seed upset this year. I don't like it happened twice in the last 5 tournaments now, but I just don't think it's gonna happen again. I mean, not again, but yeah, just again in terms of this tournament. Illinois Morehead State's an easy Illinois win. The Illini got it. It should be that should be taking care of business right there. Oregon, South Carolina. I got Oregon. South Carolina has been really, really good this year. But I don't know. I know a lot of South Carolina fans hate that all the disrespect they've been getting and everything all year, but I don't think that. I think it's gonna catch up to them, man. I think Oregon's got it out. They just won their conference title. They are on a fucking roll. Oregon's gonna get something done. Just trust me here. And then Nevada Dayton coming over here. By the way, I'm doing this in order of when the games are being played. That's why it's looking whack. But Nevada Dayton, that's Dayton. Dayton hasn't been too great since that 2020 COVID season, but I think they at least win this game here. They do what they need to do. This next one here, Colorado State, Texas. Colorado State. I'm just not convinced on the limited amount of Texas I have seen this year. Which sounds weird, but I'm just not. It's I don't know. I'm just not convinced. Oakland, Kentucky. Kentucky's got it. It's Kentucky. You can only lose to St. Peter's once. You're not gonna. Oh my God, I'm stupid. That wasn't that. Yeah, no, I'm fucking stupid. Give me a sec. I gotta double check this here because I know I'm dumb, but I be what I be. Yeah, no, they were St. Peter's. No, 2022, they were St. Peter's. 'Cause St. Peter's beat Purdue as well. Yeah, okay. I'm not stupid. I'm just slightly dumb. All right, that was a stupid ass tangent, but yeah, this isn't gonna be the same thing for Kentucky this year. This next matchup, McNeese Gonzaga. I know everyone is picking this upset, but this team really reminds me of the John Morant Murray State team from a couple years ago. This team is absolutely insane. They're gonna beat Gonzaga. Gonzaga at a first round exit sounds so bad, but Gonzaga's also having a down year. McNeese has it easy. Um, SDSU Iowa State. I got Iowa State on it. I think it's close. Um, I think South Dakota State gives them a lot of trouble, but I think Iowa State pulls it out in the end. Um, and there can't be St. Peter's 2 years in a row. Tennessee has it. It's gonna be Tennessee's got it by far. That's just what's gonna happen, and yeah, because I know I'm always right. I'm always right. NC State, Texas Tech. That's I'm trying to remember. I got this filled out on the second screen here. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's a. Sorry, god damn, I suck at finding this shit. I think I had, yeah, I had NC State going out here, getting the job done. Right, they're on their fire. They won 5 games in 5 days. Right, that's a lot of fatigue, but I think they keep the ball rolling here. For one more game, beat Texas Tech. I guess they make the ACC worth it a little bit. That championship. Samford versus Kansas. What do you want me to say, man? It's like, it's Kansas, you know. Like I like you can't bet against Kansas. Which is exactly why I'm betting against Kansas. Samford's got this one fucking easy. Like I said, you guys don't understand the pure genius of this fucking bracket right here. The guy who has not watched a second of Samford basketball, but I am confident in this upset. 100%. It's gonna be some crazy ass Furman, Virginia shit too. It's gonna be on some buzzer beaters. Yeah, it's gonna work. I'm right. And finally up here, Drake versus Washington State. Wazoo's got it. I mean, you gotta prove Pac-12 doing something right in its last year. Gotta prove all the doubters wrong. If I do say so myself. Alright, next up, we have Northwestern, Florida Atlantic. I think this one gets close, but I think Florida Atlantic pulls it out. Former Final Four team, they're gonna pull some out against Northwestern. It's gonna work out. They're gonna be fine. It's really, yeah, gonna do what they're gonna do. Colgate, Baylor. Baylor's got it. Really, I don't see why they wouldn't got it, or they wouldn't get it. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid. You know, Baylor's got it. UAB, San Diego State. I went back and forth on this one for a while, but I think that San Diego State ends up pulling it out. I really was going for UAB for a while here, but I just the way it shook out, I think San Diego State's got it here. Western Kentucky versus Marquette. I mean, I don't have a 15 upset this year. I already told you guys that. That's just, it's gonna be its thing. Here we go, Stetson UConn. This would be the funniest 16 seed upset ever, but alas, not meant to be. New Mexico versus Clemson. I have Clemson. This is another one. I thought New Mexico for a while. I just got Clemson now. It's like I said, the bracket's perfect. Everything's coming together. Yale, Auburn. Auburn's been going crazy, man. Auburn's just got it right there. That's an easy one there. And then Colorado versus Florida. The Buffs keep it rolling. I think this team is poised to make a run. I think they shouldn't have been a first four team. I think they should have got a last bye. But the way all the bid stealers happened, the last buys were earlier than we thought, but I still think Colorado is just that team. Texas A&M, Nebraska. It's gonna be the funniest shit ever when Nebraska continues to not win an NCAA tournament game. It's Texas A&M all day here. Nebraska just doesn't know how to win in March. It's that simple. They just don't. Vermont versus Duke. I got Duke. I'm a my 3-ish college basketball. Like I'm an OSU, Duke, Kent State kind of guy. A lot of Ohio teams I'm into. The MAC as a conference, but Duke's as a fan of Duke, I don't have them going as far as I usually do, because I've seen them. They're honestly frauds. Duke is a bunch of frauds. So they'll win a couple games. That's about all they're gonna do, but they'll win a couple games. This would also be a really funny upset, but Purdue's gonna get it. Like I said, they're gonna make a decent run. After not for the last couple years, but they're gonna make it. They're gonna make a decent run. College of Charleston versus Alabama. Bama. I mean, Bama's offense is crazy. It is really crazy, but I think it's gonna flame out eventually. There's just not this game yet. And then the last 1 seed matchup, Houston Longwood's gonna be Houston. Houston's always there. They're always making their runs, but it is what it is. James Madison, Wisconsin. This is another one where I almost wrote an upset in, but I think Wisconsin is the one to do it. TCU, Utah State. Good ass matchup. TCU comes out on top. St. Mary's, Grand Canyon. St. Mary's, man. They are a team St. Mary's has always been on that cusp. They've just been right behind Gonzaga, but St. Mary's is kind of the Kings this time. So they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And yeah, that's your first round. Moving on to the second, because I don't want this video to be too long. Right here, North Carolina. They keep on keeping on, and they keep doing their thing. They keep doing what they gotta do. This BYU Illinois game. Illinois got screwed on this draw by BYU being a 5 seed as a 6, and they're gonna feel the burn. They're gonna feel the burn. It's gonna be BYU. Akron versus Oregon. This is gonna be an Oregon win. Akron Cinderella run does not go very well after that first round. Oregon keeps going. They get an 11 seed in that Sweet 16. They do what they gotta do. Dayton, Arizona. Shocking, but I got Dayton. I think Arizona has a lot of flaws that teams like Washington State, and then even fucking FAU. They even lost to Purdue. It's I think this team has some major flaws in those 8 losses that Dayton's gonna figure it out. They're gonna get it done. This Colorado State, Tennessee, end of that run for this first 14. But Tennessee, yeah, they get the win here. It's not too much of a conversation here. But Kentucky, NC State. I'd love to pick NC State, but it's got to be Kentucky. It's just got to be. NC State's run ends. They finally flame out. They get tired, and they're out of there. McNeese, Samford. McNeese actually gets an easy second round matchup, and they cruise. They keep cruising. Iowa State, Washington State. I think it's a really close one, but I think Iowa State fine. Oh my God, what in the world? Iowa State gets it off, and the Pac-12 basketball era dies with Washington State, because Washington State's like the real Pac-12. They're gonna playing in the West Coast Conference next year, but there's still gonna be Pac-12 teams going, right? Oregon, but like the true Pac-12, the one that didn't ruin the damn sports, are gonna be dead here. Okay. This next one, FAU UConn. Folks, your number one seed's gonna lose in the second rounds. Your number one overall seed will be losing in the second round to Florida Atlantic. It's just there's always that one seed that's losing early. It's gonna be UConn this year, not Purdue. It's gonna be UConn. It's gonna be crazy. The world's gonna burn. Baylor Clemson. I got Baylor in this one. Easy. Baylor keeps it rolling back from their 2021 season, I guess, even though it's 2024. But I'm like I said, in case you haven't noticed, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just saying words. It's San Diego State, Auburn. Auburn keeps it rolling. I think, honestly, if I'm being honest, Alabama's that high flying offense and stuff. I feel like Auburn has maybe it's just as good, probably slightly worse offense, but they're just like the better overall team. I think Auburn is a crazy team. Auburn is just, they're wild. Marquette, Colorado. It's crazy because I had Marquette going far in when I was watching the selection show, but no, this Colorado team's they're gonna be a first four team. They're gonna make a run to the Sweet 16. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna love it. Texas A&M, Houston. This is just a Houston win. Houston keeps going, but they gotta go. It's just what it is. The Duke-Wisconsin game. Got Duke making their Sweet 16. But, Duke's doing his thing. They're duking. Purdue over TCU. Just keep it rolling. And final one, Alabama, St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's knocks them off. St. Mary's knows how to beat good teams. They've beaten some good Gonzaga teams in the past. St. Mary's knows what they need to do. They're going to beat Alabama. They're going to stifle that offense a little bit. Okay, moving on to the Elite Eight. North Carolina, St. Mary's. We'll just go right back to here. The next one's going to be North Carolina. Everything I just said, throw it out the window. Throw it out the window. North Carolina's got it easy. Feels so. Man, I don't know what I'm talking about, and it's crazy. It's so funny. BYU over Iowa State. Tennessee over Oregon. Oregon's run ends. That's crazy though. I do have 4 upsets right here in the first round of this Midwest region, but this Midwest region is actually crazy. It's a fucking Wild West out there. It really is. Baylor, Dayton. I don't think Dayton can beat Baylor. I think they're run a little bit ends here. Just a tad. Alright, Kentucky, Colorado. Kentucky has it. Colorado's run also ends here in the Sweet 16, but they had a good run first 4 Sweet 16, so, it is what it is. They do what they gotta do. This would be the funniest upset ever. and I'm so close to picking it. I really, really am, but I don't think it happens 3 times in a row. I really don't think it happens 3 times in a row, and I could be wrong, and I would love to be wrong, because 3 times in a row for Purdue to lose like this would be so fucking funny. But I have Purdue. Purdue over McNeese, ending their little run there. And it hurts to say it, to be honest, but I guess that's the way it goes. Where else am I next? Okay, yeah, FAU Auburn. It's just gonna be Auburn. Auburn keeps rolling with what they gotta do. And finally, Houston Duke. Dukes. Actually, that's not Dukes. That's the James Madison. But Houston overcomes Duke, ending that run. All right, for this beautiful Elite Eight, going into the Final Four, Auburn's over BYU. So Auburn does what they need to do. They get themselves a Final Four appearance. And yeah. And then Purdue, Tennessee. I think Tennessee ends Purdue's run here. Although I would love to see Purdue's run end the game earlier against McNeese, because that would be so funny. But then again, Houston keeps it rolling. Beats 2 Blue Bloods in a row. Gets themselves into the Final Four. And your last Final Four team will be North Carolina. For first championship team, once again, North Carolina. I think Auburn's run ends here. And North Carolina finally gets one over. And then this Houston-Tennessee game. Tennessee. For your championship matchup of a North Carolina-Tennessee. I'm going to put my tiebreaker points in here first. I got 148 going into this matchup. It's about 74 teams, so that'll be like your 76, 72 finish, or 75, 73, something like that. I think that's right about where this game will end up being. And, I mean, North Carolina seems like a title contending team, but you just do not understand the true champion that I am to predict this right. You guys are going to be laughing to the bank once Tennessee wins a championship. You guys are going to be laughing. What? Laughing to the bank? What the fuck did I just say? I'm so sleep deprived. This is a bit of a tangent, but Selection Sunday was at 6. I worked at 7 to 3 a.m. I did some research on brackets a little bit. And then, I doom scrolled for a bit, but then I did some research, did some bracket stuff. It is currently 7:37 in the morning, and I'm finishing this bracket up, and I'm gonna go to and pass the fuck out for a while. But this is it. This is your perfect bracket, the first ever, because I think, me personally, you have to have you can't be a basketball savant to get a perfect bracket, because we've had so many basketball savants try to make perfect brackets over the years, and it hasn't happened. So you got me doing it now. The guy who casually watches the game sometimes. And I think I got it. So when y'all be watching this video when it blows up after I get the whole first round right, or after I get the whole up to the Elite Eight, and they start talking about it, just know I knew it was gonna happen every step of the way, because I'm just that good at picking a fucking bracket for no reason when I sometimes watch this sport. But yeah, that's what I got. That's how it's gonna be. See ya.